Sul, vi now Fredersche Basim. So when last we left off, Samuel has all of the skills he needs to get one more promotion, but unfortunately he needs to gain 3 more family friends. He lost 2 family friends last video, and he's trying his best to regain them and also get 1 more. Fortunately, we can regain one of those family friends for Samuel without even controlling Samuel, because one of them is Dave. Unfortunately, that doesn't mean that they gain 1 more family friend, because Yvette is already a really good friend of Samuel's, and 1 person only counts as 1 family friend, no matter how many people in a household are friends with that person. We're going to have Yvette fill up that bowl there, and then practice more logic skill, because that 1 point of logic gained earlier will mean that she can focus on trying to gain a family friend as well. And Dave is fast asleep and definitely needs to go to work tomorrow, otherwise he'll lose his job, and all the effort that we're going to gain a promotion for Yvette will pretty much be for naught, as their income, the household income that is, will roughly halve. Alright, you go and fill that up, and then play this until you physically can't anymore. We're going to focus on his energy right now. She's gaining quite a bit of skill there, which is good. This is nearly at maximum, and it pretty much is at maximum now, so you are getting up. And you might as well actually, I was about to say you could serve some breakfast, that's a really good idea. You definitely need to go to bed right now in that case, because the sooner you go to bed, the more likely it is that this food will not have gone off by the time you get up. Alright, you do that, and then you're going to, let's see, you're going to grab that first, which is important, because if you sometimes set these commands off first, he'll do them first, and then he'll grab a plate, because grabbing a plate is an automatic thing, and things you set up overwrite that one in priority. Alright, your hunger is pretty much max, which is brilliant. We could actually have you ring Samuel and have him come over, but that's really not going to work, because I think we don't have that much time. Then again, we could do it anyway. Maybe we have just long enough. Alright, would you like to come over, Samuel? We're just going to have a quick conversation, and I mean a very quick conversation. So quick, in fact, that I really don't think it's even going to happen, because he's going to turn up at 9 o'clock. This is really not going to be a very good conversation whatsoever. We need to make sure you're actually going to go and play that. We don't want you to do that right now. We want you just to hang around here, and maybe we'll have time to greet Samuel. I don't know. Where is he? There he is, and you don't want to do that. You want to wait for him to turn up right now. And we're just going to say hello, and then literally say goodbye. It's going to be the world's shortest conversation. Quite literally. Hello there, how are you? Thanks for coming over. Unfortunately, I completely forgot that I have work right now, so I'm going to have to say goodbye, and then go to work. Alright. Thanks for popping by, but so long. That does help a tiny little bit. It does give 2 small bits of positive, which means the relationship is, who is now up? The answer is, Yvette is now up, I think. No, Yvette is not now up. That was Dog making a commotion. I really need to, get used to controlling multiple Sims again. I've been controlling 1 Sim at a time so often that controlling multiple is a skill I need to regain. Alright, there is, still food here that you can grab whenever you're up, which is handy. Alright, you go and grab that whenever you're awake, and maybe you'll be the one to gain that family friend. Then again, you don't really know that many people, so that might be a bit of a stretch. Alright, you just eat some food. Also, how is Dog doing? You really need to use that right now. Dog social is a little bit low. We're definitely going to need to work on improving that, and taking a shower is important, and using this, actually, you playing checkers might actually be better, because that will give you a little bit of fun, and it will also work on getting that point of logic. You really don't need to work on it for that long. There we go, 1 point of logic gained, which is brilliant. I think it's time to interact with Dog for a while. Alright. Dog, why don't you come over here and say hello? Will Dog come over and say hello? The answer is, I don't know. Nope, I think Dog is a little bit busy right now. We need to go and interact with Dog then. Dog is in the most inconvenient place to be interacted with, so we'll go over and interact with Dog ourselves. I was about to try and get Dave to interact with Dog, but considering the fact that Dave is at work, that would have been a little bit challenging. Alright, we'll just queue up a few actions here, and then we'll wait for Dave to come back from work. We can't have Dave contact Samuel, because Samuel is currently at work, but 45 is better than what it currently was. Not by much, mind you, but it's still better than what it currently was. We also need to make sure that this relationship doesn't deteriorate that much. Alright, you are now home, and there are bills to pay, so you might as well start doing that while Dog goes over to say hello to Dave. Dave has things that he needs to do. Primarily, he needs to start contacting people like Cornelia, in the hopes that Cornelia will come over and say hello. Because if Cornelia does come over and say hello, that pretty much has sorted all of our problems with gaining family friends. Alright, pay those bills, 560, that is quite a lot. Far more than what Samuel pays for bills, that's for sure. But then again, Samuel has had all of his things for quite a bit longer than Yvette and Dave have. Alright, what do we want you to do? Actually, you just watching some television right now would be a fantastic idea. Just turn on that television and watch the adventures of Yeti Man. Would you like to come over, Cornelia? I do have some food. It has gone a bit terrible. And the answer is no. She would not like to come around, which is not great whatsoever. I think in general we're going to have a problem with Cornelia becoming our family friend. We could contact Claire, but that really won't work that well. And then there's Virginia. Are we friends with Reese? I don't think we're friends with Reese. You know what? We're going to call Reese and have her come over. The worst thing that'll happen is that she'll say no. Alright, would you like to come round? You probably won't want to come round, but you might want to come round. Maybe. Let's watch some television in the meantime. Alright. Would you like to come round to Dave's house? The answer is no. Not surprised there whatsoever. Alright, anybody else that we could ring? Somebody surely would like to come and say hello. Let's see, we could ring Bella. Bella might want to come over. I highly doubt Bella will want to come. Ooh, Bella will want to come over. That is actually quite handy. Alright, you just go watch some television for a tiny bit, while Yvette gets ready to go to work. Just get rid of these while you're at it. It will save us that little bit more time when the maid comes over. Actually, don't recycle that one, just go straight to work. There we go, and I think, there is Bella. I've no idea why Bella is all the way over there. But either way, we're going to go and say hello. I've no idea why you're standing in the middle of the, road whatsoever, and there appears to be an animal that is in the way of the carpool. Alright, hello, how are you? Why don't you come in here, because in here is a little bit less in the road than where we currently are. And be talked to is indeed not a bad interaction whatsoever, so we'll let that interaction happen. While Dave's energy starts to plummet miserably. Rather, that is, hear gossip about cats. Did that work? The answer is no, it most certainly did not. So we're going to have a little bit of a conversation here. They do get on, and they do have things in common, which is not bad whatsoever. A good foundation of a friendship indeed. We do need to have a lot more conversations here, though. A lot more conversations. If we're lucky, we might gain this family friend while she's currently at work, although I don't know how that interacts with getting a promotion. I don't think if you have a family friend gained while you're at work, you will get a promotion. Alright, we want another conversation here, and then we'll try a compliment. Maybe it'll work. I'm not sure if it will. It did work, which is good. So we're just going to... we can't compliment anymore, unfortunately. Not even slightly. What could we do? Not really a lot at the moment, although this relationship is now at 49, so we're just going to... I know you're really tired. I know you're really tired indeed. We're just going to turn on the television for a tiny bit and then not watch the television because we are really tired. We'll have this happen, however. maybe we'll gain that friendship. Maybe we will. And it doesn't seem like we're going to. So we're just going to say goodbye for now, and then get some much-needed sleep. However, we can contact her tomorrow, and then maybe we'll gain that friendship. Maybe we will. And Yvette is now home. And energy there is really, really low. While you're there, you might as well recycle that. Why not? There's not really that much more you could do at the moment, so you're just going to go to sleep. You're actually going to get up at roughly the same time, which is handy. Okay, actually, I think Yvette is going to get up first. Not if... Uh-oh. You need to go to work. Oh, yes, you most certainly need to go to work. Alright, just fill this up. Actually, all of your needs are pretty rubbish at the moment. Really bad. Oh dear. That is not good. We may have had you, oh, well, that's not fantastic. Also, you really shouldn't be serving breakfast right now. What you should be doing is you should be studying a tiny bit more cooking first. We don't want you preparing breakfast until you have those 2 points, and you do have 2 points right there. Also, the phone is going. Try and answer it, and hopefully it's a massive pile of money. I hope it's a massive pile of money. It probably isn't a massive pile of money. I hope so, though. What is it? Ah, your perfectly pickled peppers won first prize at the county fair. What is it with this family and food all the time, getting loads of money? You receive a whopping 1,450 simoleons. Not bad whatsoever. And now she won't burn any of the food, which is brilliant. Alright, we just want you to eat all of that. It's not bad whatsoever. And now just do that, and this, and I don't know what else you really should be doing at the moment. I mean, you could contact Virginia and make sure that that relationship doesn't deteriorate, but at the moment you don't need to do anything, so just watching some television is probably a good idea. And you really don't need any attention either. It's pretty much an easy day for you. Then again, you could gain some points of... actually, you only have 1 point of cooking. You really need another point of cooking. Right now. I didn't know that you only had 1. You really need 2. There we go. Now you have 2 points of cooking. Much better. And you might as well spray those. And now Dave is home. And really, really needs some food. Really needs food. Alright, but ordering here is important. We want to actually... where are you going? I've no idea where you're going, but at the moment we're going to focus on interacting with you. Then we're going to do that, we're going to have a quick dinner, and then we're going to have a shower. Because, oh my, all of your... Are you preparing food? That's actually rather handy, because Dave needs that food rather than you. Thank you very much for doing that, but I really think it's time for... yep, that's some brilliant food you've got there. We're just going to put that on the floor right now and move it onto the table. Or we could just leave it there. A sound idea. What are we going to have you do? We could have you study some mechanical. That's a brilliant idea. Because if there's one person that... you're going to be going to work in an hour. I think it's safe to say that we're not going to be gaining that family friend right now. Alright, but you eating that is a brilliant idea. There we go. Some much-needed food. And you need to go to work. That studying of mechanical can wait for another time. And once you've eaten all of that, you're going to go and ring somebody. Most certainly. Call a neighbour and have them come over and say hello. And I even know which neighbour we're going to be ringing. That is Bella, who indeed wants to come round almost immediately. Or rather in an hour, which is handy because that means he can watch some cartoons. There she is. Excellent. Our mood is now that much better. Turn that off and go and greet your guest and invite her into the house. You know, you actually need to greet her, you know. Don't just stand there by the flamingo. She won't come to you, Dave. You have to go to her. Hello, how are you? Why don't you come inside? And you're going to talk to us, which is absolutely brilliant. Just the kind of interaction that we need. We most certainly need you to become a better family friend than you currently are, and compliment is not an option. I think we've gone beyond the point where compliment is an option. Are you now our friend? The answer is you are not. There must be some negative on her side to counteract the 67 that we have here. and she is now our family friend. And now we're going to find out if there's any chance of Yvette getting a promotion because we've gained a family friend while she's at work. I don't think that's how it works, but then again, it may work like that. Right. And I think she's getting pretty fed up of... Ooh, actually, there is the phone. So we're just going to go and answer that and then say goodbye to you. There we go, it is midnight. I wonder who's ringing at midnight. Would you like to know who's ringing at midnight? Apparently, Dave is a spring. We did not know this, but now we do. We could just actually go to sleep and ignore the fact that Bella is even here, but saying goodbye generally gives that final bit of positive interaction, which could make or break the difference of this friendship lasting for long enough. There we go. You're definitely not going to work tomorrow, Dave. And indeed, she did get promoted to a dowser. Use your gifts to help local organisations find everything from missing children to a new water supply. This will earn you the notice of local officials, and the hours are a bit odd, but the work is definitely interesting. You now work from 6 in the morning until 3 in the afternoon, starting immediately. You brought home 480 simoleons and you got a bonus of 960, which is fantastic, which actually means you're going to work very soon indeed. Very soon indeed. Oh, it's going to be an interesting day tomorrow, most certainly. Alright, indeed, Yvette needs to go to work in about an hour. And she is going to work pretty much right now. Her mood isn't that terrible, however, which is good. Alright, you just go to work, and that has already been queued up, which is fantastic. I would be annoyed too about going to work at 6 in the morning, but there we go. Are you going to work? I think you are. Marvellous. And now it is time for Dave to just continue sleeping. Also, that mood being one in the positive there is good, because that means she won't lose her job. Alright, you're getting up already, which is fantastic. What we want you to do right now is we want you to have some breakfast and do this and do that, and then we're going to be ringing Samuel, because we don't need to maintain any more family friends at all, and we also don't need to go to work whatsoever. So we're just going to ignore the carpool and do a favour for Samuel. We can live without 375 simoleons because we have nearly 6 grand right now. Alright, just ignore that, and we'll be ringing... Actually, we'll be turning on the television first, and then we'll be ringing. There we go, a little bit of Yeti Man here, and then, now that we've... Oh, that is somebody saying that we may have missed work. Also, Dog, did you bring in a paper that happened to already have been a day old? Oh, well, at least you tried, eh? Alright, would you like to come round? I hope you would, because... Ah, he's at work right now. We may have messed this up already. Ah well, you now have a day off where you've got nothing to do whatsoever. Maybe we'll recycle this. That seems like a sound idea. We could actually have you, we could have you go to sleep at some point during the day, and then have you wake up later, and then ring Samuel. That seems like a fantastic idea. For now, why don't you study a tiny bit of cooking and get that up to maybe level 4, or at least part way to level 4. It's definitely time for you, however, to not do that and now go and have a nap. And Yvette has come home and brought home with her 480 simoleons. I was looking at that number there, and if only this job paid 600 or so simoleons, but no, it most certainly does not. You need, to have a quick dinner, most certainly, as you are very, very tired. Alright, and very hungry too. You're both of these things. And Jacinda is no longer a family friend. You know what? I don't mind about that whatsoever. Because we don't need her as a family friend anymore. We now have all of the friends that we need. All of the friends that we need, which really is just going to be Samuel. Alright. And you're going to do that, and you're nearly up, which is fantastic. I think it's time for you to get up right now. I know it's 6 o'clock in the afternoon, nearly the evening, but you might as well go and have a quick dinner, and then go and talk to Samuel. Ooh, the phone is going. I wonder what that is for. I have no idea. Will we actually get an opportunity to answer it? There's only one way to find out, and the answer is a resounding no. Ah well, just put that on the floor, Dave, and then pick it up immediately. And then eat it. Okay, we're going to be ringing... Oh, you didn't even sit down there. Also, you really shouldn't be up right now. I have no idea why you're up. Ah, yes, the phone was ringing. That's why the phone woke you up. Well, never mind. Go right back to sleep because you really need to go back to sleep. You have a really early day tomorrow. Really early indeed. And I think it is literally just past the time when he is home. And so he decides he wants to come around, which is brilliant. Time for you to turn this on and watch some more Yeti Man in the meantime. And I think, yep, Samuel is already coming round. You need to be at work at 5 in the morning. Hopefully you'll be awake enough for that. You may not be awake enough for that. Alright, time to turn this off and work on making this, into a friendship. Hello, how are you? Are you well? I hope you are, because we most certainly... Okay, that for some reason stopped being an interaction. Time to actually say hello, and we completely forgot that there were bills here. Alright, hello, how are you? Would you like to come inside? I think you would. You most certainly would, because the room in here is that much better. That much better. We could also give that ring to anyone we like, because that ring is still there. We don't need it to actually have a wedding proposal. And they are now talking quite a bit. Still not family friends yet. Now they are family friends, which is fantastic. We need them to talk a lot more, though. The higher this can go, the better off we'll be. Also, your energy is still improving, which is great. And this is now at 70, which is fantastic. It's nearly at 80, which is also fantastic. And they're just going to be talking, which is good. And energy here is almost high enough for Yvette to get up. She does need to get ready for that carpool at 5 o'clock, which is 5 hours from now. We also need to have a few more conversations here. Maybe one more, and then we'll say goodbye. And then you need to go to bed, because is it very late? It's very late for you. But that has most certainly ensured that Samuel has one more family friend. Meanwhile, you need to get up, and, you know the exit's over there, Samuel, but I suppose that works just as well as any. And so, when we come back, folks, these two really don't have hours that synergize that well, but that's okay. I'm sure they'll manage just fine. And when we come back, what to do now that they have more money than they've ever had ever? Well, apart from the time when they actually got married, where they had twice as much money. Maybe they'll build an extension to the house. Maybe. Just maybe. So I'll catch you next time, folks. And I'll see you then. Dag dag.